All right. Well, another wonderful night coming up here. Um, my name is Lance. I'm the North Dakota Carnivore. Just coming with an update. Today is day 6 of the beef butter bacon egg challenge for the month of October. But it's also the first day of a 120 plus hour fast. Depends upon how I feel as far as how long I'll go. The plan is for a minimum of 120 hours up to 168 hours or 7 days. So far, the fast has actually gone really good. By starting the beef butter bacon egg challenge and then going into a fast, my body was already primed with the proper fuel to start a fast. Um, Eating the fatty meat really makes a difference going into a fast. It gives you plenty of energy for your first full day. Yesterday, noon was my last meal. It's what time is it now? Just after 7 o'clock. So that's 37 hours now, and my ketones and my blood glucose are right where I want them to be. Um, I did check them after I just walked back in the house from going to the grocery store. So, of course, my ketones were a little bit down and my glucose was a little more than what I thought it would be, but I mean, not much. Uh, so we can take a look at it here and see. Well, let's take a look at this morning's first. If you notice on the bottom here, it's at 8:22 in the morning. My glucose ketone index was 4.5. My blood glucose was 98, and my ketones were 1.2, which at 1.2 for first thing in the morning is actually pretty good for me. I was pretty happy with that. Then lunchtime, 1:15 in the afternoon, my GKI went up to a 3.5, or went down to a 3.5. My glucose stayed in the 90s at 96 instead of 98, and my ketones went up to 1.5, which is actually pretty good. I don't mind that. Now this is what happened just a little bit ago. You see 651 here. My glucose was down to 84. My ketones are up at 1.3, which they're down a little bit from where they were earlier this afternoon. And that's generally what happens when you go out and do stuff. At least for me, every time I've had to do this, where I walk around and I go to the store or do whatever and then come home and I check it, my ketones are always a little bit lower. And I was actually surprised that my glucose was still at 84. I thought it'd be a little bit higher from walking around. But, for 36 hours, 37 hours into a fast, it's actually pretty good. It's about right where I thought it would be, right where I want it to be. The mental clarity generally starts kicking in about this point. Generally, for me, when I do a fast, I eat the last meal of the day at 6 or a little bit later. So when I wake up in the morning, that would be just over my 36-hour mark. So that, for me, it makes a difference as for the food noise. Today actually hasn't been bad. I haven't had very much food noise at all. It's been pretty good. So I might be doing it like this from now on, because now my fasting time started at noon, not 6 o'clock at night. So noon on Sunday, I can still hit my fasting mark that I might go to, which would be 168 hours. Or Friday when I get home, either way, it's going to be over 120 hours as long as everything goes good. My last fast I did have issues because I did not take my electrolytes. Not making that mistake twice. I've had 2 of them today, so I'm good with that. I have extra ones in my bag for work, so I won't have any issues with taking electrolytes this time. But that's what's going on right now. I'm not eating, doing minimum of 120-hour fast. Um, Going right back into the BBBE challenge right after that. My plan is for breaking the fast would be with 2 over easy eggs and 2 to 4 pieces of bacon. Wait for 90 minutes to 2 hours after that. Have some bone broth and some ground beef. And go right back into the beef, butter, bacon, and egg challenge after that. Now, after going 5 days, I know I'm not going to be able to eat as much in one setting, so my portion sizes won't be as big. I'll still probably eat the same amount of food throughout the day as I would in the one meal a day. But the next couple days after I break my fast, I will be probably eating 2 meals a day minimum, maybe 3, depending upon how I feel. So you have to play by ear because your body's getting adjusted back to eating. So your stomach is not going to be as big and you're not going to be able to eat as much. So that's it. The first 5 days, it's actually 7 days. I started the BBE challenge actually on the 29th, Monday. So Monday morning until this morning, I went from 230 pounds down to 225 pounds this morning. So I've lost 5 pounds in the first week of my BBE challenge. So it's about right where I expected I would be for this here. A little bit of that's still a water weight that comes off when you switch and do something like this. Some of it had to do with cutting out the dairy again. Cutting out dairy makes a huge difference in weight loss. If you're consuming dairy, cream, cheeses, extra butter and stuff like that while you're trying to lose weight, the whole purpose of dairy is to fatten whatever animal it is that's eating it. So if you're trying to lose weight and you're consuming dairy, you may be causing delays in weight loss for yourself. I used the dairy to stop my weight loss because of an issue I had, what was it, 8 years ago? It actually started just over 10 years, 11 years ago, where I went to do a workout, I couldn't get a heart rate. I had heart issues that developed after I lost over 80 pounds. I ended up having to have heart surgery. So when I got to that 80-pound mark again, I started to get nervous. My mind started playing tricks on me. So I stopped my weight loss by introducing heavy cream, raw milk, cheeses. I love cheese, so it wasn't a big deal for me. I can eat cheese every day, and it's just going to stop me from losing weight. But it didn't. That's all it did. It stopped me from losing weight. And I held it off, and I held pretty close to the same weight. My weight did fluctuate 10 pounds up, and then I'd come right back down. So I'd go up to 334 pounds. I'd come back down to 224 pounds. And it really didn't make a whole lot of difference. So I'm looking at right now, I'm 225 pounds, 1 pound more than my lowest weight when I'm starting this fast. What I'd like to see is, I know I'm going to lose some weight doing this fast. I'd like to see most of that weight stay off when I finish this fast. Generally, I'll end up losing a couple of pounds here at the very end. The first part of the fast, I have always stayed pretty close to the same for the first 2 or 3 days. I don't lose weight because I drink enough water to keep that from happening. But I would like to see whatever I do lose at the end, I would like to be able to see most of that stay off. Hoping for some good results on it too. But that's about all I got for tonight. You all have a great night. And remember, just eat some meat and be happy, because that's all it takes.